Alright, we're going to try something a little different. Use a different camera today. So, I got this inner fender well right here. And as you can see, this piece goes just like that. Sits in there, but it's a little short. Probably half an inch short. So we're going to measure this out. And then we're going to take this extra piece right here. Make sure it's all, I might flip this over and draw it on the bottom. Cut it out just like that, probably with some tin snips so I don't have to use a plasma. And it should be all good. See what it looks like here in a minute. Well, as you can see, there's still a very large gap. See that right there? That's what happens when you don't measure twice and you just cut. Because this, I measured it and it was 9 to 9, but it was actually 9 1/4 to 9. So about a 1/4 inch difference, which is obviously no bueno. And we're just gonna have to find some more scrap metal, I guess. Maybe I'll hook up a plasma and actually do it the correct way. But I guess we'll have to put that on the side burner for now. I think, well, here's the engine in all its glory. Try and set up, I gotta work on this door, but without one of those door jacks, there really is no way for me to even get close to finding the correct center line. Let's see if I can get that in there. See those bolts, that center bolt right back in there? There's one on the bottom also, just like that. See how they're off center? Well, that's because of the way this door chair is set up. You kind of have to have it sitting on this door. And they're sitting on the chair and it's all goofy like. So I think that might have to take a wait. Got to get this all set up. This is actually the C6 3-speed transmission, but it's got built clutches, or aftermarket clutches, and a shift kit. So it's like it's built, you could say. But it's kind of a pain because I gotta put the drain tube, which I should have put that in a while ago, just because all the garbage and stuff that's gonna end up getting in there. But it's just right here. We got a little O-ring. But the goofy part is this right here. This is the shift select. Hear that? Park, reverse, neutral, 1, 2, and that'd be drive 1, 2. So there's only 3 speeds. But it's kind of difficult getting the correct transmission fluid for this because it's supposed to run a specific type for this year, which is, I believe, like I don't remember the name right offhand, but it's a different kind of transmission fluid than what's in your average vehicle because it's older. It's a 70, and I gotta buy like I think 7 or 8 quarts to fill up the torque converter and the actual pan. I also gotta find the master cylinder. That guy right there goes right up in here, bolts to there, bolts to that's the throttle pedal, bolts to the brake pedal, sits back in there. I don't know. I was driving the struggle bus trying to figure out this stupid inner fender well. I thought I had gotten it good, but you gotta figure out how to measure stuff, I guess. Stupid thing. I gotta get that painted. There's the long tubes. I thought about putting the engine in, but then if the engine's in, the transmission has to go in, obviously. And with the engine in, it's a lot harder to put the transmission in on its own. And I already have the transmission mount put in That black one right back there. That one right there. I got that put in, and I'd have to take it back out, and I just don't feel like messing with it. But progress is progress, I guess. We'll see how this camera way turns out. See if anything like that. And also got the 57 here. 58 Ford. I don't want to take the cover off, but I'd like to see stuff on that. Let me know. Got a 65 Mustang out in the barn. It's my mom's that I'll try and I want to get it restored. All it needs is a paint job, and we have the manual transmission for it, but we just don't have it in it right now. And then it'll be a complete matching number car, which that's pretty cool, I guess. I'm not a diehard matching number person. Obviously, this is all. The only thing that's going to be stock in this is axles, bed, and the. Well, I guess the only thing that's not stock would be engine and trans. But here's all my gaskets, all that jazz. Oh, there's some more scrap. I'll wait till next time. Tried using a little itty bitty 110 welder. Them things suck. Not good to weld without gas. I tell you what. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to have those. Oh, check out the little race lines. I think that's what those are. No, they're American Racing 5-lug or 5-spoke. Got to get some new wheels for this thing too. I was thinking, I found it's a company called Ride Tech. Now, obviously, I ain't getting no sponsorship right now, but down the road when this is running and driving, that right there, that's a coil spring. Well, not really coil spring, it's a spring, regardless. Ride Tech takes this whole entire cross member out, takes that out, takes all this apart, all that off, steering column, brake master, everything out of right here. Kaput, gone bye-bye. And it replaces it with a not newer, I guess, it's a Fox body Mustang front end. And it has coils right here and right here. But they're air. So it's I forgot the specific name. It's like air coil or something like that. Anyway, it's air ride. And full front, and has a full 4-link for the rear, which, if you don't know, this is just plain Jane leaf springs. Right there. Just plain Jane leaf springs. Which, that will get switched out for a 4-link with air ride also. And I've always wanted to bag this truck, but I figured with the big block in it versus the standard 360, which, I mean, anyway, the displacement's not that much different. It's 100 cubic inches, but that's internal, so yeah, regardless. I didn't think I'd be able to, but I can, which I want to, because initially I was going to do a QA1, which on these trucks, there's an old, not an old trick, but a trick you can do. You take a Crown Vic front end, you swap it out. You put Crown Vic coilover, it turns to a rack and pinion versus a twin I-beam, and you get manual or power steering and power brakes. But that does the same thing, and it's on bags through the Ride Tech. But another company called QA1, theirs goes to coilover, like a full coilover conversion kit, front and rear. So that could be cool too. But I feel like I want bags because this is going to be a show truck, right? It may not look the gooderest right now, but down the road, she's going to be a show truck. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That costs quite a bit of money to do, but phase one of this, you got to get it. It's just got to get built first. Running, driving, temporary. See what breaks, what doesn't. Got the front core support underneath that sheet, which I thought about putting the fenders on so it looks like a truck, but the more stuff you put on, the more stuff that's in the way, which the fenders only go to here. So like I could leave the front cross member off, but then that kind of takes away. They hook right up to that with the inner fender liner, and then that the inner fender liner, and the fenders are out there, out behind the barn. And I could put the bed on, but I got to put the... Yeah, there's a big process lines that you got to do to get everything set up. But any who's and what's, we'll see what happens here, how this video works out. I might just stick to the old way, or I might not. We'll see what happens. See if this works any better. Well, until the next time, let me know if this is crappy, or... which I'm assuming it's not going to be great because I'm no neurosurgeon, so I don't have the stablest of hands, but I might be able to, it might be decent enough, I guess. Anyway, I will see y'all later. Like, I would comment if it's bad or not bad, or if you just want me to talk about cool stuff. Or just talk. I don't know if you notice, I like to talk about cars and trucks and everything else. But yeah, I created an Instagram for this. I think it's CHAuto14, I believe. I just did it today, so if you want to check that out, I'll be posting some pictures up and stuff about progress, and whenever I go to car shows or whatever, taking pictures of the cool cars that are there. But yeah, till next time, I will see y'all later.